Hey guys, my name is Nate, and I'm the Otter Outdoorsman. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a dish that we normally use up here in New England. You can find it other places, but it is more commonly in New England, and from my research it's primarily a New England dish. Now, it is very common, and it's a cut of steak pretty much, called steak tips. Also beef tips. But pretty much there's two different styles of it. There's either the strips, which I'm going to be cooking with today, and there are kind of just into like little medallions, which are smaller. Generally speaking, your tips can come with two different types of meat, and the type of meat you choose for it really depends on how you're going to cook it. Sirloin is a common one. Which is really good for cooking in a saute pan or on a griddle. Sometimes you can grill with it, but it tends to dry out a little bit more on the grill. What I prefer for grilling or on top of, over a fire is chuck. Chuck tips are really good grilled, my personal favorite. Now, usually when I cook with steak, I just use salt and pepper, but with tips, I like to use some sort of flavoring or marinade. They really benefit from that since they're smaller. Kind of adds a little bit more flavor. It's really nice. I actually have some really good marinated tip recipes, which I'll do in the future. So, if you can't find tips in your area, they're really easy to make. Get a nice thick cut of top sirloin, or a thick cut of chuck, and again, what you do is slip it in, cut it into inch-thick strips, and then if you want to be smaller, you cut those strips up into like every inch down the strip, and kind of inch-by-inch cubes. The benefit of cooking tips is they cook faster than your average steak, especially get it to the doneness that you want it to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a green grill over a fire, and we're going to get these cooking, and we'll go from there. So what Malik's doing is setting up the green grill so we can kind of grill these up. These are just green sweet birch branches that we'll be able to use to suspend it over. We've set up a nice little ember base over it so then we can cook them properly. This is still kind of frozen, but that's fine. Sometimes it actually helps them cook a little bit longer. We'll do. Okay, so if you see, I have them laid out on the sticks. And what it's going to do is, like with the grill grates, it's just going to come up and it's going to cook them. We'll probably cook these to about medium. But you can pretty much cook these to any doneness you want. And basically, the benefit of having the strips with the grill is that it's easier to manipulate them. But the tenders are really good skewered in a kebab, or griddled on top of rice, or anything like that. So, I'll show you how these look a little bit later on. Now what I've done is I've lightly ribbed on some Creole Master brown sugar and bourbon seasoning. As I said, these actually really do benefit from a little bit of spices, so we'll go from there. Okay, so I flipped these over. They're looking really good. The other side just needs a little bit of cooking. I'm not going to give you any times with this because, you know, when you cook, you should cook it till it's done. But, I mean, you got to learn you got to kind of mess around with steaks to learn when they're done. But I tend to like it when it's a little bit, it still has a lot of give, which means it's rare. But again, I'm just cooking until it's about medium. So I've been cooking it for a while, and I flipped it over so it has this nice brownness to it. And yeah. We're going to eat these with some bread and enjoy them up. And I'll show you when they're done. Okay, so these are done. Well, medium rare to medium. So what we'll do is we're going to get these onto some bread, and then we're going to enjoy our lunch, dinner. Yeah, we're going to call it dinner. Okay, so what we'll do is dish these out. Once it's cool in the bread, makes a perfect makes a perfect plate. Now, one of the other really good applications for it, other than, as I said, the shish kebab, well, the kebab, or put on top of rice or veggies or with fries, put in a sub. Sometimes my favorite thing to get from a deli is a honey barbecue steak tip sub. Trust me, those are to die for. Over. Wouldn't have it any other way. Anyways, my name is Nate. I'm the Outdoorsman. It's been the New England steak tip, or steak tip sub in this case. And you have a good day.